What is Electoral College and how does it work? From USA.gov website, it stated that Electoral College is a system that decides who will be the next elected president and vice president. So now let's talk about the process of it and how does it work. First, your vote goes to a statewide tally. Then a candidate needs to vote at least 270 electors, more than half of all electors, to win the presidential election. Lastly, a projected winner is announced on election night in November after you vote. But the actual electoral college vote takes place on mid-December when the electors meet in their states. So who is in the electoral college? Each state gets as many electors as it has members of Congress, House, and Senate, including Washington, D.C. Two electors there. There are currently 532 electors in all. Today, I will present to you all on where electoral college should be stopped or must not be implemented again due to the unfairness of the voting system, and electoral college must change its ways. First, I'll discuss the problem. Then second is the causes of the problem of the electoral system. And before finally with a solution. The problem of the electoral college from the article of Steve Newman, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, that was published on fall 2020, he stated that the first problem with the electoral college is that it gives more weight to the voters in small states than those in more populous ones, says De Rosa. Every state gets a minimum of 3 electoral votes. However, each state total totalment is based on its representation in the Senate, always 2 people, and the House varies by population. What is the ugly side of the electoral college and why it is a huge problem? The first cause is about the encouragement of vote suppression. From the article of Steve Newman that was published on fall 2023 titled The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, he stated that the biggest problem with the electoral college is that it encourages vote suppression, says De Rosa. Certain states always had an advantage in the population count because they got electoral votes appointed on the basis of their slave population and their white population. That gives the state extra representation for people they weren't really representing at all. Another ugly side of it is that it is unfair for other states. From the article of Maro Lesson, a growing number of critics raised alarms about the Electoral College that was last updated on June 10, 2021. She stated the problem is that twice since 2000, the person with the most votes didn't win. Both times in 2000 and 2016, it was the Republican candidate who got fewer votes but ended up in the White House. A solution that was proposed by an unknown author from the website The Berkeley School titled The Flaws of the Electoral College System that was published on October 22, 2023. October 22, 2020. They stated an easier solution to the Electoral College problem would be to just remove the winner-takes-all system. This would require the individual state legislatures to change their laws. Getting rid of the winner-takes-all system means that candidate would receive any electoral votes cast for them, and regardless of whether they won the majority of electoral votes of the electoral votes from that state. Another solution that was implemented or proposed from the article of Dana Hushman titled How It Works, Why It's Broken, and How to Fix It. She stated the main way in which people want to change the electoral college system is by moving to popular vote. To change the electoral college, you need to change the U.S. Constitution. This means a 2/3 majority in the House and the Senate, or by a constitutional convention called for by 2/3 of the state legislatures. First, we already discussed the problems, and second is the causes of the problem, before finally with a solution. I hope I persuade you all in why electoral college should be stopped or must never be implemented or change its way. For me, I came from another country and I'm just a foreigner here. And based on what I've researched, I can say that the electoral college is an unfair system, especially to non-white American people, and especially it's for the other states, smaller states. The voters' voices must be heard so that their stand could be respected, their opinion could be respected, and their pride as a human being could be respected.